Today we're gonna do some mid-summer favorites. I have skincare, I have some miscellaneous things, and then I also have some makeup. What I'm gonna do all the skincare first, and I'll put a timestamp right here so that you know when the makeup starts. Now, the makeup is only like 4 or 5 things, but they're really, really great things that I think you might be interested in, but I'm gonna put those at the end of the video. So I want to get started because I have some amazing skincare to share with you today. This is from the brand Violet FR. I think it's French. I'm not 100% sure, but this is called the Boum Milk. This was actually sent to me. I have purchased from this brand their lipsticks because they have like blurring lipsticks that just look absolutely gorgeous on the models. And so far, I actually haven't gotten a lipstick that I was like dying over on my own face, mostly because I'm typically somebody who wears like a pale pink. Well, the brand actually sent me this Boum Milk. You guys, this has become an obsession of mine. I love it so much. I've already gone back, looked on the website, had to talk myself out of buying a backup, had to talk myself out of buying, there's a smaller size for travel. I'm like, just go with what you got, enjoy it before you buy more. It's so good. They say it is a 3-in-1 cream spray. It is so hydrating. It immediately imparts a glow. It immediately makes your skin just look like it got a drink of water. It looks like it's radiant and glowy. It is perfect for the summertime. The way that I've been using this is I've been washing my face in the morning, which I always do. I'm a face washer. I like to wash my face in the morning. And then I've been using my Lotion P50 1970 from Biologique. It is an exfoliating lotion. I give that a few minutes because it does have phenol in it and it's kind of like numbs your skin kind of. I let that kind of wear off after a few minutes before I then spray this on my skin. So this is essentially kind of like my essence / even into serum step. I let it dry down mostly. Then I go on with my serums. I have lots of serums that I pull from. I like to do dedicated pigment inhibiting. I like to do hydration, etc. So that's when I move on to that step. What I am finding is that my skin is so hydrated right now that it just looks different. It looks better. It truly looks less dull. It looks brighter, probably due to hydration, but also due to the fact that I am really getting my pigment under control, which is insane in the middle of the summer. It's been really, really exciting for me, but I am enjoying this so much. The ingredient deck is beautiful. I don't detect a scent. And like I said, it just imparts the most beautiful glow to the skin without looking greasy. It's not heavy. I have tried a lot of these kind of like cream milks before. For example, the TIRTIR cream milk essence. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe the milk toner. Too heavy for me. It looks just like this, but on my skin, it actually leaves me a little bit greasy. And I am kind of a dehydrated and dry skinned person, especially kind of heading into menopause. I'm noticing more and more that my skin is more and more dehydrated as I get older. I use that TIRTIR incidentally. I've been using it on my arms. Love, love, love it on the arms. In fact, I almost put it in this video as a favorite, but not for what it's intended for. I use it on my arms and man, the instant shot of hydration, it is not too much for my arms. It's actually beautiful. I feel like it takes down crepiness immediately because it's hydrating, but on the face, it's just a little bit too heavy for me. This is the opposite of that. This is just perfect. It's the Goldilocks of like milky toner mists. Anyway, loving this, and it's so out of left field for me. Let's talk about some serums because I have a few that I've really, really been enjoying. First of all, let's talk about a little bit of DNA repair enzymes. This is technically a serum, but it's kind of a serum / lotion. And I've been using this morning and night. I was just using it at night because DNA repair enzymes do a lot of their work at night. If you missed my interview with Dr. Dan Urosh few years back. It's been a long time, but it is still such a valuable interview. He is so incredible. He is the aficionado when it comes to DNA repair enzymes. You will learn something from him. He's incredible. He said that using DNA repair enzymes at night is a good idea. This one from Photozyme is the DNA Youth Recovery. You guys, I used this for years and years and years. I stopped using it for a while. It is now back in my routine, and I honestly can't get over how happy I am that I put it back in my routine, because here's the deal. Without question, this plus another product that I'm going to share with you that I have shared with you before, pretty sure those two things are responsible for my skin just is next level right now. For me, for other people, my skin is a mess. I mean, I still have hyperpigmentation. I still have, texture. I still have lots of things going on. I'm going to be 51 in a few months. And yeah, I got lots of things going on. But for me, this is probably the best I've had my hyperpigmentation under control in years. And I know that I took it across that line when I added back in DNA repair. I mean, literally within just a few weeks of adding this back into my routine, I started to really notice. However, I added this back into my routine at the same time that I added in Fade Bright. So this is from Platinum Skincare. This is their dedicated pigment inhibitor. I added both of these into my routine quite a while ago now at around the same time. So I'm guessing that it is the combination of these two things. This is a bunch of pigment inhibitors. It has azelaic acid. It has in it kojic acid. It has arbutin and just all the things that you want for inhibiting pigment. Now, you're probably watching this video after I put out a pigment inhibiting video. If you are interested in more information about pigment inhibiting, what does that even mean? How should you use it? That video explains all of it. If you have hyperpigmentation, if you have sunspots, if you have age spots, if you have melasma, seriously, watch that video because there's so much valuable information and I think it might help it click why you really need to have a pigment inhibitor on board morning and night. It's super duper important. So I've been using the DNA repair enzymes morning and night. The deal with that is there are 3 different DNA repair enzymes in here. We have DNA repair enzymes in our body already. They go to work and they help to constantly repair damage, particularly from the sun, right? Our body knows how to do that. It's constantly, just fixing stuff, right? Well, these help to kind of enhance that system, okay? So there are DNA repair enzymes in here that do not require sunlight to go to work, and there is one in here that does. So I decided, even though Dr. Giorgio says that DNA repair enzymes work really, really well at night, I decided that I'm going to use this during the day as well, especially right now in the summer because it's a lightweight serum / lotion and it's quite hydrating without being greasy in any way. And because it has that one DNA repair enzyme in there that is activated by light, I know that it's really valuable to use it during the day as well. So these are 2 things that I've been using morning and night in my routine. And I'm telling you, no doubt, I'm seeing a clarity, a brightness, and evenness to my skin that I have not seen in a long time. And it is the middle of the summer. So that's unheard of for me. So 2 huge favorites. This is another dedicated pigment inhibiting serum. Now, this has a whole host of wonderful dedicated pigment inhibitors, similar to Fade Bright, not quite as many in there because the Fade Bright also has HPR. It has a form of vitamin A in it. It has everything, resveratrol. I mean, that Fade Bright is just pretty much the creme de la creme when it comes to dedicated pigment inhibitors. However, if you are on a budget, this one from Undefined is affordable and it is excellent. And I will say that I've grabbed this many times in my pigment inhibiting step because I love the consistency of it so much. It is a serum like this, soaks right into the skin and is hydrating. It's beautiful. And so I wanted to share this one because I've enjoyed it very much and I want everyone to have access to pigment inhibitors. I truly believe that you need a dedicated pigment inhibitor on board. If you are on a budget, it's important to be able to afford to keep using it morning and night. And I find this one to be a really excellent option at a relatively affordable price. So that is Undefined. It is their R&R Day Serum. You guys, I ordered this, I bought a bunch of stuff from TIRTIR. The brand is pretty freaking incredible. I enjoy their cushion compact. I like it. I was surprised that I like it because I'm dry and dehydrated, but with the proper skin prep, I think it's absolutely gorgeous on the skin. This is their SOS Serum. You can see I have gone crazy with this serum. Now, it is polyglutamic acid based. What that means is it is a serious humectant. It is like supposed to be 5 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. So you're gonna get from this a drink of water for your skin. And that is what I am all about right now. I feel like my skin looks so much healthier when it is just drenched in hydration. Not greasy, but drenched in hydration. When I was young, it was like my skin just looked bouncy and hydrated. As I've gotten older, I've kind of lost a little bit of that, and I know that's because there's a decline in the natural hyaluronic acid that's in my skin because we produce that. We produce something called glycosaminoglycans in our skin, but they decline as we get older. So replenishing that superficially is super valuable to just the way that our skin looks. So this has been really, really a fantastic serum. I've enjoyed it very much. I was surprised by it. Honestly, I ordered it and it sat for a long time before I even tried it because I have so many serums. Once I tried it, I was like, that's incredible. I've tried a lot of polyglutamic acid based serums in the past, and sometimes they're a little bit too hydrating. Sometimes I feel like they leave me kind of slicky or something. It's funky. And this one doesn't do that. It is super duper thin and it just soaks right into the skin. It disappears. When I use it right after this mist, I let this get like 80% dry and then I put this on over it and I kind of feel like they meld in together and they just leave my skin looking younger. It just does. It plumps up lines. It makes everything. It makes the tone of your skin look better. That's just hydration. That's not just this particular serum. Anytime you can really hydrate your skin, it's gonna look better. It really is. So this is the TIRTIR SOS Serum. It has been a huge favorite. I've really been enjoying it. Okay, a serum that I am not gonna go on and on about that is definitely been a favorite is the Maelove Peptide Squad. You guys, this was in a video I just did on copper peptides. I adore this. I think it is so great. I've been using at night. I use it almost every single night. I have been trying to test out a few other copper peptide serums, so it gets nudged out, but I don't want to nudge it out. Like I have to think, just try that other one tonight, see how it makes your skin feel, see how you wake up in the morning when I'm testing other things, but I don't want to leave this off my skin. There is great science behind copper peptides, and this one has a compilation of a lot of peptides that are heavy hitters, the Matrixyl 3000, and it has the argireline, and it has obviously the copper peptide in here. It's just a really beautiful serum, and I feel like the price is so much better than some of the copper peptide serums I've used in the past, like Neod. And I still think the Neod is great. And if it's 50% off during Slovember, I'll probably pick one up. Now, you recommended to me the Theramid, and I want you to know that I did order that, and I will be testing that out because that one is 3% copper peptides, and I have to admit, it looks amazing. So once I get the Theramid and I have a chance to really test it out, I think I'll do like a little head-to-head and we'll compare them because their price is very similar and it'll be interesting to see how they stack up against each other. But that's another excellent option, at least looking at it, and from your reviews and your recommendations in the comment section of my copper peptide video, I got so many people recommending Theramid that I went and ordered it. One sunscreen I want to share with you that I have been enjoying. I shared this sunscreen several months ago in, I think, a New Discoveries video or something. It's the LightSaver SPF. I love this so much. And I think part of this is because I am on a serious DNA repair enzymes kick. I'm so happy to have DNA repair enzymes back in my life. I feel like they're making a huge difference to my face, neck, décolleté skin. I'm using DNA repair enzymes on my body. I am back. I am all in on DNA repair enzymes. Well, this has a DNA repair enzyme in it, and that makes so much sense when it comes to sun protection because there are DNA repair enzymes that are activated by the sun, and that's a really amazing thing to have the sun protection plus to have something in them that is activated by the sun to go to work for us. And that is in this LightSaver. Not to mention, it's a beautiful texture. It's almost like a mousse. It has an airy whipped mousse texture, and it is slightly tinted. That only matters in that it doesn't have a white cast to it. So it goes on, I feel like it blurs out pores. It doesn't leave any kind of a greasy residue. It looks really just beautiful on the skin. And the feedback that I got after I featured that in a video a few months ago was everybody who mentioned that they had tried it loved it. So I'm not alone, and it's just lightweight. It feels gorgeous. I feel like because of the texture, you can easily put enough on your skin, which is 1/4 teaspoon, face, front of your neck, and you do not look cakey, you don't look goopy, you don't feel sticky. It's just, you can actually use the amount that you should, and you can get the protection on the bottle, and you look great. So this has been a huge favorite as well. We're gonna move into, I have a miscellaneous and then some makeup. This is a huge favorite. These are little travel perfume, or they don't even have to be travel, but they're like purse size perfume atomizers. So I have done a lot of traveling over the summer, and I am one of those people who loves to take with me perfume. I will make myself only take one because I don't want to overpack, right? But I really want to have like choices. I would like to bring 2 or 3 perfumes with me, but that's ridiculous. Well, I had a light bulb moment, and I went onto Amazon and I was searching up perfume atomizers like travel, and these came up, and these are $10. They're $10. And let me tell you, they're weighty, but in a good way. Not so weighty that they're gonna weigh down your purse or whatever, but they don't feel cheap in any way. And what is so cool about them is that the bottle inside, this guy, it is, you put it onto your perfume and you fill it up, and then you have your travel size perfume. So I bought them all. I bought every color. The black one isn't here right now. I think it's in a purse, but I bought 5 of them separately. I bought one, and once I saw the quality, I went back and bought 2 more. And then a little bit later, I went and bought until I had all the colors, because I was like, at $9 and change, or $10, I'm like, that's incredible, because they're pretty, but they hold the perfect amount of perfume. I can take with me a couple perfumes on a trip. They're like the size of a lipstick. They're so cool. And they do come with little stickers. So what I did was I labeled each one so that I would know which perfume was which. And I love them. Okay, makeup. I want to share a few makeup things. Number 1, I want to share with you Kryolan. Now, this is a cream makeup, and I'm so obsessed with this. I actually bought this when I was in London at the flagship Kryolan store. And it looks like this. It is a bunch of cream makeup. What I love about this is that I can custom mix the color of my foundation. It is not waxy. It is not greasy. It is called Digital Complexion Cream Foundation. It looks so good in person. It slightly blurs out the pores, but at the same time doesn't look dry in any way. I feel like this is probably the best foundation I have found in forever. Now, it's super versatile too, because I can use some of these darker shades as my bronzer. I can use some of the more pink shades if I wanted to as a concealer. And I just custom mix. Every day it's a tiny bit different, but I kind of custom mix on the back of my hand several different shades until I feel like it's about the color that I am, and then I press it all over my face, and I use a BK Beauty brush and I just stipple it in, and that is my foundation. And it is very, I would not say it is more than medium coverage. I'm sure you could build it up. I don't. I would say it's light to medium coverage, but it does impart just like a perfection to the skin. I really, really enjoy it. Now, you can get Kryolan in the States at a place called Camera Ready Cosmetics. So I will link that down below, and I'm pretty sure everybody can shop there. If you happen to be an esthetician, a makeup artist, well, if you're a makeup artist, you already know about this, you can get a professional discount at Camera Ready Cosmetics. But even if you don't have a professional account with them, it's $7.50 per pan. They're magnetic, and you can use a little like magnetic palette, like empty palette that you could get on Amazon or something, and you could just buy a few of the colors and then mix your own. So it doesn't even have to be expensive. I think I paid in London like $80 for this, which on Camera Ready I can get it a little bit less expensive because I get the pro discount, but you can get them individual as refills. And I typically am in the O series, like O 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then a little bit of Y. I mix a little bit of like Y24 in with some of that. That's what I typically do. But I mix a few of them, and the fact that you can buy the little pans at $7.50, I feel like you could buy 4 or 5 of them. You get a lot of foundation in total, but you can custom mix exactly the color that you want any given day. And then literally, like I said, I mix it on the back of mix it all up on the back of my hand, and then I just pat it all over, and then I stipple it into my skin. Love, love, love this so much. Sephora lip liners. These are probably the best lip liners that I own, and I own a lot. I have a little tiny bit of an obsession with lip products. I love them so much. It is the first thing that I always look at when I go to Sephora or Nordstrom or whatever. I just love lip products. Their lip liners are $13, and they go on sale sometimes. Sephora will have 30% off Sephora brand. I mean, but $13, that's like drugstore prices, or even less sometimes. I mean, the drugstore is out of control. So $13. This is the color, I think it's called the Nudist. I love it. I feel like every single person could use this color. It's kind of a cool toned mauvey nude. You don't ever have to sharpen it. You roll it up. It is kind of a gel cream based, so it doesn't tug or anything like that. It also doesn't leave too harsh of a line. The other favorite, and these two together have been a real go-to, is a MAC Cream Cup. I picked this up because I follow Nikki LaRose, of course, on Instagram, and she does lip combos. And every time she does, it makes me want to get whatever it is she put on her beautiful face. Anyway, Cream Cup from MAC was one that she did with a different lip liner. I don't think it was this one. In fact, I think she might have done Sink or Suede from Sephora with Cream Cup. Might have been, because that's another really good one from Sephora. Anyway, Cream Cup is kind of a pale pinky nude, and it is like OG, you guys. It is such a good color, but combined with the lip liner from Sephora, it is so beautiful. So what I've been doing is putting on the Cream Cup on my lips. I kind of blot it out just a tiny, tiny bit. Then I go in and I line outside the, you know, like just slightly underneath on the bottom to kind of make my lower lip have a little bit of a shadow. And then I will line my upper lip. Obviously, I line right across the top of my Cupid's bow to kind of give it more of this shape, so it looks like they're a little taller than they actually are. Such a beautiful combination, and I'm really enjoying the OG, and this is just a lip liner. If you are a lip liner person, or if you are afraid of lip liners, you might want to look at the Sephora collection of lip liners because they are so good and so affordable. Last two things are cheek products. Number one is going to be the Giorgio Armani. It is the Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. Okay, this is the color in particular that is the favorite. It is this baby pink, and it's called, I can't see, but I'll put the color in the description box with the product. You guys, this is such a beautiful blush. It is literally the prettiest blush I have purchased in years. I love it so much. It looks like it's gonna be ridiculous, like Barbie. And I guess it kind of is, but once it's on your cheeks, this is it here. Once it's on your cheeks and it just gives this youthful, really like blossomy prettiness to the cheeks. I love it. And it has a really amazing texture that just blends in and almost gives you like a wash. Looks like you're not wearing a ton of blush, but you got a little bit of color there. It's gorgeous. It is the prettiest blush I have picked up in forever. I love it so much. So that is a huge favorite. The other one is by PIXI. I was at Target, I got sucked in, and I picked up this PIXI On The Glow Super Glow. This is so pretty, you guys. This is just ridiculously pretty. So it looks like this. It's almost like a cool pink with a little bit of maybe, it's a cool pink. It's a cool iridescent kind of pink. Now, on the cheeks, what it does is it just gives a little bit of a glow, a highlight, a dewiness. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I was so excited that it's this pretty. Cover FX used to have in their custom cover drops, and they probably still do. They had a color that looked like this, and it was just so gorgeous on the skin. It's like the perfect combination of cool pink, little iridescent. It's not too pigmented, so your skin still shines through. You get just a little bit of dewiness when the light hits the top of your cheeks. I love it. It's so pretty. It's at Target, and it definitely has become one of those things that is a huge favorite. Oh, by the way, this from Giorgio Armani, I've also tested this on the lips. I put a little bit on the lips. I pat it out. I put on the Nudist as my lip liner, and I've worn it with a tiny bit of clear gloss over it as a beautiful pale pink lipstick. So definitely try that out when you use a liquid blush. They work on the lips often, especially if you use a tiny amount and you blot it out and then you use like gloss over it. Really pretty. So loving that as well. I've been enjoying so many things. I've been really having a good time with reconfiguring my skincare routine and really reintroducing things that I used to love, like DNA repair enzymes and copper peptides, and getting so serious about my pigment inhibitors. It's what I always say. With serious consistency and diligence and patience, you can see clarity to your skin. You can see a change in the tone. You can see an improvement in your melasma and your hyperpigmentation. I'm just really excited about this routine. I hope you guys are having a really fantastic day. I will put down in the description box how I use these things, because I know that's always a big question. Like, where do you put this in your routine? How are you fitting that in? What goes before and after? I'm gonna put that down below so that you can find that information, and hopefully it will help you. If you decide you want to try and slide something into your routine, you can look at my routine and see how you can fit parts of it into your routine. Hopefully that will be helpful. I hope you are having the most wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.